Good morning. I woke up with like a epiphany, I guess you can say, or more so understanding. Um, I've spent like an entire day with my father like 2 days ago, and sometimes it just seems like the more I get around him, the more I realize how alike we are, or how similar I am to him, and how many traits and quality of his that I have. And it made me want to kind of view my life from the perspective of how his life had to go. The life that my father lives, I feel like he has had the chance to like make up a lot of the mistakes that he's created within his life, and it's kind of almost like a fever dream to remember how things used to be opposed to how things are now. And when I say that as in like, I guess the choices that he's made or the things that he went against in order to try and like better other things or just make a certain situation um stick or fit right, even if it wasn't meant to fit right. That has led him to have to pay in certain ways. So when I was younger, he was on probation for like a long time. He was on probation for a long time. I remember I moved in with him. He was still on probation. And I want to say, like, towards me graduating high school is like when he got off. Maybe like a year ish, not a full year. I don't remember. I think it was 2019. Was it 2019? If it was 2019, I graduated 2021. Maybe I need to shut up. I don't think it was 2019. I think it was 2020 or like 20. It was in between those years. He was on probation, so it was like a lot of the things that he does freely now. He couldn't do that back then because when you're on probation, you got to be on your p's and q's, and they go lock a nigga up. So he, it's just like it's just so interesting seeing the difference now and how much he enjoys his life now. It's kind of nice to watch because in a sense I do feel like he's had it hard, and I'm not trying to be one of those people that just be like pandering to the man, but I try my hardest to not be biased because I am a woman. I feel like that's kind of easy to do, like to side with your own gender. And granted, my father has pissed me off so many times. I can't say wholeheartedly, no shade to the other parent, but he is a lot more fit to be in my life. Okay. So when I say that, of course, like I could be a lot more calm in my approach to him. I don't have to have any walls up, or I don't have to like be stern and cold hearted with him all the time. Because it's like, at the end of the day, he gets it. At the end of the day, he hears me. At the end of the day, he does try his best, his hardest. Niggas fuck up, but he does try his best, and he does uh, wholeheartedly take accountability. Neck scratch. But that's neither here nor there. And when I say that like just take that with a grain of salt. But so yeah, I just feel like since I'm recognizing how much of like a 50-50 percentage it is of me between both parents, I feel like I've been viewing my life from the lens of, or the idea or the picture of what my mom created, because that was like the primary parent. So I was so used to seeing things from that lens. I was so used to, excuse me, deeming everything as wrong, or trying to uh, push what I believe on other people, even if it doesn't have to do with like Christianity. I get that shit from her because she's the type of person, I just have to let you know because I believe in God and God told me to. I had a habit of trying to push people to be the best version of themselves. So when they would come to me with some shit, You probably not gonna like what the fuck I gotta hear, because girl, why are you doing that? Why are you letting that person do that to you? You shouldn't do that. I don't think you should do that. And yes, I will be on your ass every time after that. I get that shit from her. So I think now it's time to like try and do a new lens, you know? And so, not to say that I'm viewing things from the perspective of my father, but I am paying attention to how he lives his life, and especially since we have a lot of the similar qualities, like, why not try and take a couple pages out of his book, you know? So, when I mentioned how he's had like a long path, a long life, right? And now it just seems as if he's really enjoying his life. It seems as if he got everything, like, I'm not gonna say everything down packed, but he does seem like he has a lot in control, you know? So that just makes me think about my life and how I guess I was just so used to everything going fast that now that things are slow, it's like I'm just learning how to smell the roses. You know, I'm learning how to take a little walk and pay attention to everything that's around me and actually recognize and appreciate the things that's around me opposed to just zooming through life. And I think I literally was like washing my face and brushing my teeth this morning thinking like I think I I think I understand it a little bit more. I think I'm accepting the fact that life isn't moving at a fast pace for me. And because I've seen how things could play out in other people's lives, it's like my mom and my dad are so polar opposite, bro. It's like I'm not gonna say she's had everything fast, but like, I feel like all her ups or all her highs were in the beginning of her life. And things are getting pretty low now. Like, I don't want to live that life. I don't want everything to be so high up that like it takes away from the longevity or the true meaning of my life. You know, I'm not trying to live a life that's like everything comes crashing down at once and I just couldn't appreciate what was in front of me, or I couldn't understand or grasp onto what was happening around me. I couldn't be fair. I couldn't be authentic. I couldn't be true. I don't want to do that. You know, I'd rather take that little slow route because it's so refreshing to be able to see that he's enjoying his life. It is. It is so refreshing to be able to see that. So yeah, I think I want to just, take my time. I don't mind taking my time. And I've been saying I don't mind, but like it's so much easier said than done. Genuinely, it's so much easier said that I don't mind taking my time. But girl, when you actually got to take your time, you actually got to find shit to do. But I feel like that's just perfect because it only gives me the chance to like kind of find more qualities or more interests or more things that I'm capable of in the midst. And like as I get older, as I get bigger, by time shit really clicks and shit makes sense, I feel like everything will be blossoming at the same time. It's like a full garden. And it's just reminded me of a dream that I had not too long ago. Well, it was long ago. I'm lying. Um, I was moving out of this house and I literally was packing all my shit up, but I looked outside the window and I just seen like colorful flowers, but it was like lights, if that makes sense. The flowers were like not a typical flower. The flower was just made of lights. So I just seen a whole bunch of colorful, sparkling things just growing, and it was like getting really, really big. And I'm just like, oh my god, this is just so fucking beautiful. What the fuck? This is so beautiful. What the fuck? And yeah, I feel like maybe that means something. I do feel like a lot that's going on in my life right now. I feel like it has a deeper meaning, but me being who I am, I'm trying to figure out that deeper meaning. So it's like taken away from me actually living life and actually growing, actually learning, actually taking on new things. So I guess now I'm like trying to not think so deeply or so hardly or so critically about it. I'm just trying to live life so that, when it is time to understand the deeper meaning, I could fully grasp onto what's going on. I could fully understand. I could fully hear and see everything. So, I said that to say at this point, I am surrendering. Like, I'm letting go of trying to control everything. And I feel like this is something I work on with every aspect of my life. I'm such a control freak. I really do want to control everything. I really do want everything to go in a way that I would think is feasible. But I've been shown multiple times that a lot of the times I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm okay with admitting that. I'm okay with taking accountability of that. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I don't want to make my life worse because I think I know what I'm talking about. Like, I've seen how that played out for other people. I've seen how that plays out for other people. So, I don't mind working hard now and accepting my flowers later. I don't know. Either way it goes, I feel like I've lived a pretty good life. I always think that. I feel like I've lived a pretty good life. I've learned a lot of meaningful lessons. I've learned a lot. And I've been able to transform a lot. But I'm also thinking about when I was younger and I was living with my mom, how everything was worse before it got better. I could never see the future of me moving or getting kicked out of the house to live with my father. I've never even fathomed, even though I was trying so hard to push that. I literally would tell my dad when he came back into our lives, I would tell that man, I don't want to be there. Take me away. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. Like, I want to come with you. I want to move with you. I don't want to be here. Like, seriously, save me. And that's one thing that I can say about my father is, like, he's always listening to me. He is always fucking listening to me. Even when he don't listen and he find out, oh damn, I should have listened to Caitlin. He always hears me. And I feel like that's why I can never just shit on him for real. I can never, it be certain people that play like really key important roles in my life. And my vow to that, even if we fall out, and it might happen, it might be a fallout, knowing the type of person that I am, I would never, ever, 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 ever shit on those people. Never. I would never shit on those people. I would never talk bad about them. I would never act like they never had my motherfucking back. Even low key, if they would call today, I would still be so open and so happy to be able to give back or just simply have a conversation with them. I would, because that's how important that is. Like, I feel like I live a life that is just so, like, tangled up that when I do come across somebody that helps me, like, unravel some shit that, like, genuinely baffles me or I feel like it's genuinely holding me back, or I feel like it would have been something I slick couldn't have done on my own, I would never shit on those people. I would never shit on those people. And I wholeheartedly mean that. Like, it's certain people that really have, like, a piece of my heart. They don't know it. They don't know it. But it's certain people that really have a piece of my heart. And it's just like, I just hope they flourish. Like, that's something else I was thinking about. I don't know how people could have these high hopes for other people, but then when they fall out, it gets to a point where it's just like, oh girl, fuck them. I don't want to see them up. I'm not that type of person. I'm not. I don't care if you don't have a piece of my heart. I still want everybody. I still expect that when I leave, everybody else continues to push on. I don't want it to make it seem like I was the reason that you was getting far in life. Don't do no shit like that. Have your own motherfucking back. I don't like when people, I just don't like when situations like that happen. I don't like leaving a situation and seeing like everything get worse after I leave. Even though I understand sometimes that's just the reality, and sometimes people be treating me like shit, and it's like maybe it's warranted, but I still don't like shit like that. I really do not like shit like that. That should be making me sad, because I genuinely be fucking with people. I genuinely be fucking with people. So because I fuck with you, like, type of person I am, I would never want to see you down. I would never want to see you, like, not understanding the life that you live. I would never want to see you in a bad position. I genuinely wouldn't. That's not the type of person I am, especially when it comes to the people that I love. Like, I would never want to see the people that I love in a bad predicament. But I get that it's life, and I understand that. So you just gotta live your life. You gotta learn how to live your own life. I can't be there to help and hold your hand every second of the way. It's just, it is what it is. But no, I genuinely do, wholeheartedly. I love humans, bruh. I really do. I do. A lot of humans get on my motherfucking nerves, but I really do love humans. I do. I love interacting with people. I love having bonds with people. I feel like that's, it's like such a key thing for me. I love a bond. I love a bond. I love a good bond. But yeah. I don't know, this just got me all giddy and stuff. It got me all happy and stuff. But yeah, I don't know how I got led down to this point. I just got the yapping. But yeah, certain people just have my heart, and I would never shit on those people. Never. I think those would be people, because I feel like I come in contact with a lot of people. I've met a lot of people in my lifetime. I really, really have. So no, I don't remember everybody. No, I don't remember everybody. Sometimes I'll be going through like messages and stuff, and like old pictures of like messages with people, and I'll be like, who the fuck is this? Like, I don't remember who that is. I do not remember who that is. I don't remember who the fuck that is, but I feel like, yeah, certain people just got my heart, because that's how much of an impact they have had in my life. Even a lot of people that be fucking up, like, because I feel like I wouldn't have learned certain lessons or certain things. I wouldn't have understood certain things without them placing me in a certain predicament. Without, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Yeah, I wouldn't have learned certain things without being placed in a. Did this? How the fuck did it get like that? Without being placed in a certain predicament, I probably would still be like a little further back in life if that was the case. But no, I'm just very grateful. I really am. I'm happy about the life that I've lived. I've lived such a good life. I really have. And I'm very blessed. I'm very fucking blessed. I am very fucking blessed. I am. So, that's all I gotta say. But no, yeah, I think I'm gonna just pay attention to my father's life a little bit more, because I feel like I'm just so used to seeing things from the lens of like my mama's side of the family, and so it's like I kind of know everything from that side, but it's like there's still some missing pieces on the other side. So yeah, I feel like I'm just paying more attention to him now, or paying attention to our similar qualities and what we have going on in life, what he had going on in life, how life went for him, you know, his mindset, my mindset. I feel like my father is a very fucking clever person. He be thinking of, and I also think I'm clever as fuck too, because I feel like the way that I think, people don't be expecting me to think certain ways or do certain things or come up with certain ideas. But I feel like I think the same way about him. Well, it's not that I don't expect it. It's just that I never know what the fuck is up that nigga's sleeve. That's all it is. And yeah, yeah, I would go more into depth, but it's reached the 20 minutes. So thank you for watching if you did. I love you. Goodbye.